begin with opening statements happening right now in the murder trial against Karen Reed. This is a live look at the prosecution in this case inside Norfolk Superior Court right now in Dedham, where you can see the prosecutor is giving his opening statement. It started about 15 minutes or so ago. And this was just before that. This is Reed walking into court earlier this morning. You can see people screaming there at Reed. She's kind of smiling as she walks into the courtroom. More than 2 years this case has been in the making. Finally, opening statements are underway. Thanks for being with us this morning. 11, I'm Melody Mendez.
And I'm Colton Bradford. Good morning, everyone. So this trial, obviously highly anticipated, as you said, Mel. And the hope here, the goal is to find out what happened to Boston police officer John O'Keefe. Of course, Reed here is accused of hitting O'Keefe, who was then her boyfriend, with her car outside of a home in Canton in 2022, then leaving him to die out in the cold. Let's get to NBC 10's Manoj Kwangwari. He's live for us outside the courthouse this morning. And Manoj, this all comes after months of contentious pretrial hearings and a slew of social media debate online.
It's been a highly anticipated, polarizing case. But right now, opening statements have begun with the state going first. Prosecutors right now are speaking to the jury and laying down the groundwork on how they plan to prove their case. Now, again, Karen Reed faces a number of charges for allegedly backing her SUV into and killing her then boyfriend John O'Keefe after a night out at two separate bars in Canton back in 2022. Well, in the beginning of their statements, prosecutors began talking about John O'Keefe's life, his relatives, his work, calling him a proud member of the police department. Then they began talking about that night in question, saying it was O'Keefe that went out to the bar first, describing what was a big hangout with he and friends before Reed joined them. And before they talked about what they believe happened that night, take a listen to this statement by the prosecutor, a little insight into how they believe Reed is responsible.
In the month or so leading up to Mr. O'Keefe's death, the relationship soured. You will see text messages between Mr. O'Keefe and Ms. Reed to that effect. You will hear testimony from the children, from John's niece and nephew in regard to things they observed within that relationship. And you'll hear testimony from other individuals as far as their observations or things that they heard.
Now, of course, Reed's lawyers believe she is being framed and that someone else is responsible. But here's the wrinkle. The judge said the defense in these opening statements today cannot make that third-party culprit argument. So it remains to be seen how they plan to address the jurors today. But, of course, we will have a recap on all of what happened today in court tonight at 7 right here on NBC 10 Boston. But for right now, we're live here in Dedham. Manoj Kwangwari, NBC 10 Boston.
Manoj, thank you. And if you want to stay with us here, our team at NBC 10 Boston and NECN for coverage of the Karen Reed trial, we are carrying it live as we speak. All of the testimony right now on our sister station, NECN, as well as NBC10Boston.com, and of course, all of our streaming platforms. And as Manoj just mentioned as well, every night, 7 o'clock, right here on NBC Boston, our Canton Confidential special with in-depth analysis of what happened in the courtroom from the day.